What if I told you that everything you think you know about success, resilience, and redemption is completely wrong? That the people who truly overcome life's toughest challenges aren't the ones with perfect stories, they're the ones with the most broken pasts. Today, I'm going to tell you about a memoir so raw, so unfiltered, and unapologetically honest. It will change the way you think about pain, purpose, and how your life can completely turn around, no matter where you've started. Most of us have heard stories of struggle. But Bunnie Xo's story isn't just about struggle, it's about surviving and rising despite it. She grew up facing poverty, abuse, and instability, experiences most of us can barely imagine. But instead of letting those experiences define her, she turned them into fuel for the biggest comeback you've never heard. Until now. Her memoir, Stripped Down, Unfiltered and Unapologetic, isn't just a book. It's a window into a life of raw honesty, brutal truth, and undeniable courage. Think about your worst day. Now imagine living years filled with those kinds of days. Bunnie Xo's early life was full of chaos and trauma, growing up in unstable living situations, facing abuse and neglect, and feeling like the world constantly told her she wasn't enough. She wasn't born into privilege. She didn't have a safety net. She fought for every single moment of survival. The real turning point isn't just her struggle, it's how she chose to use that struggle to build strength, resilience, and purpose. Here's what makes this memoir different: Bunnie doesn't sugarcoat her life. She shares the parts of her story most people hide. The tough choices she made to survive, moments of heartbreak and betrayal, and the darkness before she found her purpose. She speaks openly so that readers can see themselves in her struggles, laugh at the humor she finds in the chaos, and feel inspired by her honesty. This isn't a story about surviving the couch-surfing life or just scraping by. This is a story about rising from the most unimaginable circumstances and claiming victory over your life. Bunnie also dives into her relationship with country artist Jelly Roll. Most memoirs gloss over love. Bunnie gets real. She shares a love story full of trials, heartbreak that almost broke her, suicidal thoughts at her lowest point, and lessons about loyalty, trust, and self-worth. This is raw vulnerability. And it makes the book relatable because we all know what it feels like to struggle with love and trust. Bunnie didn't just survive, she transformed. From a life full of chaos and instability, she became a successful podcaster, host of the Dumb Blonde podcast, founder of Dumb Blonde Productions, and a voice for people who feel unseen. Her transformation wasn't about pretending everything was okay. It was about facing the truth, embracing her story, and turning pain into power. This is what makes her memoir so inspiring. It's proof that your past doesn't define your future, your choices do. You might be wondering, why buy this book when there are thousands of memoirs out there? Here's the truth: it's honest, brutally honest, personal, no fluff, no hiding, emotional. It will touch you deeply, motivational, real motivation, not cliches, and relatable, even if you haven't lived her exact story. Most books make you feel good. This one makes you feel real, and that's a completely different experience. When you read this book, you'll gain a deeper understanding of resilience, a new perspective on pain, not as a burden, but as a teacher, how to stop apologizing for your past, how to turn setbacks into setups, how honesty becomes strength, and how owning your truth can reshape your future. This book doesn't just tell a story, it teaches you how to rewrite your own. This book is not for casual readers looking for a light story. It is for anyone who's ever felt judged, anyone who's ever felt they didn't belong, anyone who's hit rock bottom, anyone who wants to level up their mindset, anyone who believes they can be more than their past. If you've ever asked yourself, can someone really change? Can pain ever become purpose? Is redemption real? Then this book was written for you. People are already reacting to this book before it's even released. This book feels like a therapy session, but better. I saw myself in her story. I cried. I laughed. I felt seen. This isn't a memoir, it's a mirror. That's the power of raw, unapologetic storytelling. So here's the moment: if you want courage, purpose, a reset on your mindset, and a story that will shift you from the inside out, then stripped down. Unfiltered and Unapologetic is the book you need on your shelf. Buy it now, read it, take notes, and let it change your life. Because this isn't just a book, it's a turning point. Don't just hear her story. Experience it. Learn from it. And let it inspire your own transformation.